feel vaguely threatened by the trade district because trade is just like really big. And it's just like trade district.
The waterfront is actually bigger text.
Yeah, but like trade feels more like a demand. Like it's telling me I have to do trade, while waterfront's just like I'm the waterfront. And then meanwhile, if you walk by the trade district and it's like I'm gonna punch you if you don't trade some shit.
Maybe I don't like being demanded to be in the front of the water. Maybe I want to be in the back of it. But
so
the waterfront.
I put a bunch of the art for different parts of Ohare on the Viz, and I put the second map onto here just because I thought, why should this only have one thing on it? Why should this scene only be just the one
Brian's
map?
talking off mic and he's got the recording going, so he's
okay.
Also, would that work? What he's wearing right now? I sent you a picture.
I can almost hear you, Chuck.
I'll take a look.
Yep.
Cool.
Where the fuck is my other jacket?
I like it.
Freezing right. Where's my hoodie? Where's my jacket? We're fucking pull a blankie over.
Okay, so it's been almost 2 weeks since the last session. Okay. You all have been free to sort of pursue your own various projects. So, for instance, Brosius opened a gym in the waterfront district. I know Kaji was training and doing his training montage. Vash was working on a project with Master Blaster. What about the rest of you?
Committing unholy atrocities.
True. I know about that. Ensev was doing some very delicate work with high explosives.
We haven't heard of Ansa for a very long time, so
Nobody's heard from him really, I guess. James doing anything?
I really hadn't thought about it. I guess
Okay.
I guess James just probably would have been putting a show of, well, now that I guess, you know, all the other businesses are doing their own thing, and I guess James probably might have been putting on a bit of a show of the Irrational conglomerate, spreading word, and probably, like, I don't know, ribbon cutting for Brosius's gym or some shit. I don't know.
All right, got it. So last night there was a comet that you probably could have seen. It's the art is in the Festival of Champions near the bottom of that channel. And today, as you wake up wherever you are, and maybe you are where you are on the map right now, you hear a call come across the Aladri little radios that you have, and it says, "Is this thing on? I'm Blake Burnside. Y'all know me. I'm on your channel because we've been summoned to the House of Onyx and Alabaster, and the council is sending some folks up there, and they want you up there too. Any or all of you that can make it." So you all hear that.
Remind me real quick. Onyx and Alabaster House, remind me. Refresh my memory.
Okay.
Please.
He's the Techno Union guy for the town council, and he worked for Master Blaster, and he's the party's some of their friends anyway. I
remember him. I'm trying to remember the House of.
So the House of Onyx is where like the the mystical giants or whatever kind of hide out and don't really come out of. It's, I guess, think of like not exactly like a castle, but like I don't know, a royal
it's
hall.
where the stone titans or whatever, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's in the capital, isn't it? Or is there one here?
There's one. There is one here. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
no response.
I guess okay. I guess James would be, would definitely want to
go and see.
To finally put sort of face to the name of this organization above like the O'Hare Syndicate.
Oh,
and
you weren't there when we went in last time. That's
no,
right.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, we had an epic like face-off where like the majority of us essentially said like, "Fuck you guys for not stepping in to help these people out. Like, you guys are shit."
I see.
Yeah, it was something like that.
War did that. Kaji, I think, stepped in to say something. I think, did Ansef kind of say something? I don't think he was as aggressive, but I think he said something.
No, Kaji was the one who did most of the talking. I basically was trying to question why they weren't doing their jobs.
I have a text that I'm going to send to you, Chuck, right now.
Okay.
Brian says, "I got the audience."
Yeah, correct.
You're still really quiet, Chuck. That's weird. I have you at 200 too.
Chuck's fine for me.
Yeah, War, I guess, will, grapple hook his way over the rooftops and shit, and have in tow a certain mechanical head strapped to his hip.
Okay. Yes. The head of Uncle Koro.
Now servitized. Little floating
Servitor
head.
Koro, yes. Kaji's going. All right. You don't hear anything back from Vash or Ansev. Brosius is going, I guess. So, yes.
I swear to God, if that weird doctor man shows up, I'm gonna have some issues here.
So you arrive at the base of the stairs. There's a couple con guards on duty. They wave you in. Okay.
Those are the cat lion people things, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the Vipa are like snake people, correct?
Yes, you have it.
Cool.
Okay, so let me go to the right scene and not mess this up. Okay, here we are. All right. Oop, somebody's not here. Okay, there we are.
A monk man is, but he kind of cool looking.
He is a sculpted one. His flesh is made of stone. You know that the giants have these servant beings that are kind of a little bit mysterious. There's some rumors about where they come from, but they are unquestioning servants of the Stone Conclave, for one thing. All right. So as you enter the chamber where you were previously, you see members of the town council on the right here, right in front of you, with Crove standing behind them.
Ah, damn it, I knew it.
Crove gives a nice smile and basically looking at it all.
You see several other sculpted ones around the room, as well as several cons that are standing guard, apparently. And then you see the 3 statues, of which only one is currently active. Up in the upper left, This is Galev Nar. You also see that there's a crack in this one's face, strangely enough.
Oh. That was the one that talked to us last time, correct? Well,
yeah, they all talked. But that was the last one. That's true. That was the last one to speak to you. Yes.
Interesting. If I remember correctly, this area was supposed to be her, like, specific domain, right?
No, it was actually the guy in the upper left's domain. It was Galev Nar's.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh. And her domain is Yaheim, and his domain is Cana, which is another town. Okay, so this creature, this sculpted one, walks to the center of the chamber and faces towards Galev Nar and says, "Your Supreme Majesty, the guests you have summoned have arrived. Kaji and his companions, as well as this town council." Good. I have been given to understand that there is a festival tomorrow that you have been planning, correct?
Okay. I'm just letting you know I'm good now.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I gotta swap batteries on my controllers.
I imagine Kaji's probably going to take the lead here, considering he's the only one they bothered to learn the name of.
Well, it's because he got the audience the first time that the party came here, so they'd remembered him more.
I am curious, and I don't mean to take away from, Kaji's moment here or anything. Would they have anything to say with James being present, given he's, literally infused with the aura of fucking Dantelian and, like, all this other shit that's funky with him? They don't recognize it?
It's hard to say. This is something I have to tell you about this area. This is true for everybody here. The whole House of Onyx and Alabaster is a zone of truth. A person cannot lie in this area.
I think you told us that last time.
Yep.
Yes.
Does that include them?
So everyone is given to believe.
I see. Right.
Yeah.
That's a big fat fuck you. Okay, cool.
All right.
So, when they were talking about the festival, I will make it noted that Kaji, under his breath, was pretty much gonna say, "No thanks to you, fucks."
Okay. Lakavisi steps forward. Yes, we have planned a festival. I'm the head of the planning committee, and that's enough. I have heard certain intelligence that there is a threat to this festival. My spy network has informed me of it. Well, we did receive a threat. Let me see. It was an anonymous threat.
War's gonna step forward right now. Let me move.
Okay.
Last time we came here, you had nothing to do with anything revolving around us. Why is it now you care about a measly festival meant to celebrate the freedom of those trapped in the mines and the celebration of our actions? What is this threat to you that you deem it worthy to involve yourselves?
There are many things at work in the region at present that have given us cause for some distress. The situation in Yaheim, you might have heard about it. It's worse than anyone knows.
I have a question. Just, and I apologize. I'm asking for all these lore bits. I don't know if I should have them or not, but
you do know something. So
right.
You can ask.
Well, right. So these beings, right, that are here.
They're like giants of stone.
Right. And if you know, correct me, everyone, if I'm wrong at any point. But our entire mission here is to kind of save this world from destruction coming, like utter annihilation. Does that also mean that these beings, which are sort of the above all, other than maybe like the dragon gods themselves, are not in danger of being erased? Like, there's we have no reason to believe these guys would be left behind. Like, these guys wouldn't be destroyed with the rest of the world, right?
So I don't remember the exact. You go ahead.
Go on. No, okay. You go on first.
So if I remember correctly, last time we were here, I don't remember the specifics 100%, but we essentially deemed these guys as like some big time assholes because like they just didn't give a shit about almost anything, and I think they said that like the world was kind of a lost cause, if I remember correctly, and then what people do amongst themselves also doesn't matter to them. So like all the people on Ohare that were being oppressed and fucked over wasn't their problem, and then you know, they're aware that something's happening to the world, but I feel like I remember them essentially saying like, well, there's not much we can do about it, so whatever kind of feel. But I could be wrong on that.
And as for the other question, I think they are. Everyone believes that they are immortal, and there is a fixed number of them. There are 8 of these giants, 3 of which are represented right here, and 5 of which are supposedly in the capital of Nydir.
Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
I see.
Well, maybe you heard that because you didn't know that at the time you were here last. But yeah, maybe you heard that in between.
So James does want to have a word, but I'll let other people sort of say their pieces first, knowing what I know now. Thank you.
All right. So I think we were on war, right?
Yeah. So war, I mean, just essentially called out, like saying like you didn't give a crap about anything before. Why do you care, whatever? And then the dude man said essentially, things are at work. Problems are bigger than they seem.
Yes, there was the problems in Yaheim were of such a scale that I could no longer ignore what was going on.
I would like to make an insight check. I want to know if he's scared when he's talking about this problem. Because with the way you worded it, it sounds like even if the world was ending, as long as it didn't affect them, they didn't care.
Okay.
So I want to know.
Let's do an insight check.
That makes them care.
Yeah, let's do an insight check.
That means they're fucking scared. 20, dirty.
Okay. You think you detect a hint of fear.
And with that, James is going to step forward. I'm not waiting anymore on that.
Okay.
So James is going to step forward, and he's going to say, he's simply going to look, and he's going to stand tall and firm, and he's going to say, I can't believe the rulers, the people who oversee all, the people who are immortal, and he's going to use air quotes, are scared.
And then Lacavisi speaks up.
Which one? Well, which one is that?
She's the counselor here to the Red War.
Okay.
Says, is it the threat to the festival committee that scares them?
No, they know exactly what scares them. It's the red cloud. It's everything coming from the world beyond theirs that they don't want to admit exists. It's everything that can destroy them because their immortality is a facade that they use to maintain some semblance of false godhood. Isn't that right?
That is enough.
War uncharacteristically lets out a robotic, like, hiss-filled laugh. Like, it's enough to bother people who know war. And then chimes in, the infallible ones themselves quake in their own boots. You dare command us and say that is enough of what we wish to speak about for your own needs. Yet you bring us here so that what? You may call upon our assistance when we asked you for your assistance?
As my friend here has said, it is not us who has done enough talking. It is you. And then I'm going to slam my hammer onto the ground, and I'm going to call forth Dantelion.
Okay. Right.
Show
himself.
See if
I have the art of this on here.
And I'm literally just going to say, Dantelion, get out here. Show them what lies, the power that lies beyond them.
You're gonna have to give me a second. I don't think I have that art in this. I'm just gonna have to pull that up. But hang on a second.
Are you okay, Brian? That was a very loud sigh.
He's
great.
There's something Kaji would do at this very moment, but I'm letting things catch up.
Okay.
James has a plan.
This is a little bit of an issue for me because I don't know where I put that art.
What, the Dantelion art?
Yes,
you sent it to me in a DM. You might be able to
find
it there.
So that's one place I can find it. I should have it somewhere else, but like, let's just go there to get it. Okay.
Yeah. Essentially, what James is trying to do right now is show them literal proof of divinity beyond them, other than what they know.
All right, a flickering image that appears like this, and I'm putting it into the Adventure on the Doom World channel. Okay, is projected forward from his giant hammer.
What the hell?
And
C-3PO?
It's kind of
this is Dantelion. And
creepy C-3PO.
And it appears, and it's like analyzing, entities are a Class C. Class C humanoid. No action required, and then it just disappears.
See that? Even Dantelion deemed you unworthy.
Kaji would definitely be walking up at this point.
Okay. Puts we'll move
his
Kaji
hand
up.
on both War and James's head and whispers to both of you guys, saying, we shouldn't be fighting these guys right now. There's a bullet with their name on it. There's a hammer mark on their head, but not at this point.
I'm gonna look
while they were doing that.
Okay.
What, Chuck?
Oh god, I can't hear Chuck.
Crow.
Very quiet.
All right. Basically, here's a clap. Basically, right there, and say, very good, heroes of Ahare. I'm intrigued so much, very so. Such rebellious nature, such unbending wills. Tell me, great Tyids, you invite them in your great halls, they insult you in your great halls. Are you truly going to let this pass?
Their value to Ohare is as a symbol. But, if need be, I could shackle them and have them removed.
Dick,
but first, consider that this is a good faith gesture towards you all.
You deem merely to use us as puppet, and I will for one let you know there are no strings on me.
James is gonna look, and he's gonna sort of like hang his arm back on his back, and he's gonna say, we do not have to be enemies. You know that you are not infallible. We know it. The world does not need to. My mission, and the mission of several of my comrades here, is to stop the entity that graces your world and grants you such emotion you would rather not feel, let alone acknowledge.
You see a nearly imperceptible nod.
I say this to you, and I come to you not as someone below you trying to speak above their station, and not as someone above you trying to drop you down a peg. I come to you as someone with the power to change the world for the better of you and the people. And if you help us do that as equals, rather...
There has been quite enough change and chaos brought to my city of late. And yet I continue to be devoted to it. As such is my intent. Now, hear what I have discovered. My agents have found that the Techno Union's Master Blaster was murdered last night.
Oh no.
I don't want to play no more.
Really? Yeah. No, I'm done. James retires. He goes into hiding, never to be seen again.
I think we have to go back at least 2 or 3 saves to be able to save Master Blaster.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ansev's
not here. It was Ansev.
Wait, no.
Further.
Vash isn't here, and Vash was close to him.
I know, rip.
Further, it is believed that several devices were taken from his residence or his armory. Yes.
It was definitely
and that if one considers the threats already made to this festival, we have to consider that the threats could be enacted at the festival using these weapons.
Heard.
At this moment, War is going to turn to his little crow familiar chilling on his shoulder. Or
there's a crow on War's shoulder that, it seems to be new.
He's going to turn to Whisper and essentially tell the crow to go out and maybe scout the city, see if he sees anything of suspicious explosive origin.
Okay, crow's on a mission. Flies away. Okay.
Dek-Eb Tarask, was that all you wanted to warn us of?
There is other business.
Then speak quickly, because you know our pleasantries aren't aligned.
would ask you to continue as you have been, and you may consider me a source of wisdom and power. And to prove my good faith to you and to the city, I will entrust my most trusted personal guard to you and to help discover this danger to the city.
Jokeris,
Bam Bam!
You're giving us a freaking sniffing dog, aren't you?
So this time, I'm gonna, instead of Kaji putting his hand on my head, I'm gonna put my hand on his back and say, they want to use this for information. Let's let them. They basically just sanctioned our actions in the future, didn't they?
So there's this diminutive cat boy that has been.
Oh my god.
He's a cat boy.
He's been.
I think Miko just wanted to say meow like Chuck does.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Chuck doesn't meow, does he?
No meow.
That's what
the
you guys
heck?
think.
I think
He does when he's
we
drunk.
all-
Kaji in the late of night has
Catgy.
the meows
Oh my god.
of Ansev.
Oh my god.
So when we're gonna do the spin-off episode where we're all turning into Catmen.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Except
It's
the
an
one
infection.
cat, except the one Catman turns into a human and is very confused.
So he's only about 3 feet tall.
He's a little guy.
I might draw a circle around him so you can see him. See.
I might want to snuggle him.
Yeah, who's been disinterested in the conversation so far, but perks up when his name's mentioned.
His name is Bam.
Yes.
Does he hit people with a club and yell "Bam Bam" when he does it?
No, but he's got really large paws.
Man, he's got the hammers.
He has He's 3
And he
feet
doesn't
tall,
have any-
fluffy, and has murder mitten. I love.
Oh, he does have a spear. He has a spear.
And he has a
Beyond-
stick.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That's what happens next.
he just acknowledges quietly acknowledges the Titan's information and moves over to the party's side.
Okay.
Well, Sean Vosh, fine. As you know, we will be quite busy with your new compatriot forced onto us to find these bombs to take care of the festival. Is there anything else of major importance?
Jack the Hammer steps forward to say something.
There's a bomb threat to the festival. I am about to just leave.
He says, so, as you know, the first of our expedition has returned from the city of Yaheim, and it has been a complete disaster. The Grand Master is in a coma, and as of now, I am the acting master of the Hunters Association.
Yay, promotion.
See, kill the other.
I will lend Prove to your service as well.
I'm sorry. Who's coming to work with us?
Crazy doctor man.
This guy.
Not Josh, not James. Can he not?
Can you
be gone?
You insult me,
when-
James.
When this is mentioned, like Bam Bam has like a visible like
His hair
repellent,
stand on end.
like repellent like physical reaction.
His ears
James-
fucking flatten out, his eyes slit.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny is James is standing right next to Bam Bam as well, and he's probably not Sure, who to be more wary of.
The other thing
of the two new, he's definitely like, oh fuck, god damn.
Now that Bam Bam's standing close to you guys, the temperature around him is hotter than the rest of the room.
How fluffy is his tail?
He very fluffy.
Can I roll I don't know, would it be like a constitution? Is that like the equivalent of a will save? I'd like to roll a will save to not touch his fluffy tail.
That'd be wisdom.
It would be wisdom, okay.
I think will could be up there, because you really got to resist that urge. It's like a willpower kind of thing, you know?
That's a 9. I'm assuming I don't resist it. I would like to pet the tail. The fluffy tail.
Does War see Ansif's cat anywhere?
The Khan commander here steps forward and says, I'm sure you'll do us proud, Bam Bam.
Like, Bam Bam does like a adorable little chest salute. Like, pot on chest.
I would be careful.
Now I definitely want to pet the tail.
So, looking at Bam Bam, is Bam Bam like a kid? Or is Bam Bam just tiny?
He's just unusually small.
He's just small, SOML small.
The giant on the right seems to be waking up.
Wait a minute. I swear to God, if Bam Bam like goes barbarian monster and like just grows 30,000 times, I'm gonna fuck with my shit. Swear to God.
Does Bam Bam react to having his tail pet? I wasn't kidding.
Oh my God.
James is petting his tail.
Like,
James to stand right like next to and or in front of James. James cannot resist. He wants to pet the fluffy tail.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
You're
the
the first animal that hasn't actually really tried to kill him since he got here.
Well, now you feel like you might.
You just called
Crow was about
an
to
animal.
This giant wakes up and it says something immediately, which is, Galiv, I tried to stop them, but they have made an unfavorable decision for you. And then he says, we will speak of this alone. Everyone, please leave.
Haj has already left.
Okay.
Okay, so looking
You
around
do
the
get
room,
like a murder
is there-
glare from Bam Bam.
I would be
Before we
careful.
leave the
if
room, is there a
when he
spot
gets
where it looked like
angry,
War
you might not have a
kind
face
of
anymore.
Yes.
good? Okay.
What are
Is
you
there a
trying to
spot where War might be able to like drop off the Uncle Koro servitor head and like keep it hidden to listen in on this?
Yes, potentially so.
Sleight of hand?
Stealth.
You gotta be slight. I think it's sleight of hand with the bank.
Sleight of hand. Let's try that.
Uh, 13.
Okay. The guards see this head and they like you dropped something and bring it over to you.
My apologies. Thank you for
Does
that.
this belong to you?
Yeah.
This is a project of mine I've been working on. It's not quite stable yet. Now, servitor.
Not quite. The head murmurs, not quite.
Quite interesting.
Or kind of pats the head of, Uncle Servitor. Uncle Servitor,
Yeah.
I like that.
And as you're heading out, you see other folks heading in. Although, are they going to be stopped? Who knows?
Do we recognize any of the folks heading in?
So these are the folk you pass on the way out. I know Bam Bam recognizes them. Does anybody else have a chance to recognize them?
That figure in O'Hara.
No, I don't think so. Okay.
Oh, Josh, James would notice that Bam Bam is like the source of the heat.
Oh, I'm sure he would notice.
Yes.
He just assumes it's so fluffy. He traps in all the heat with his fluff.
Fuck.
All right, I'm going to shift us to another scene where we were before, really. Okay.
The left looks sick.
Bonk, bonk.
Can that be war something?
Here we are. Maybe. Let's do it. Okay. I have to bring out Bam Bam. I have to bring out
right here.
Crove. Crove's on this map already. Crove's here.
Yeah,
I'm huge.
Look, if we're all going to be doing side characters, you're going to have to let me introduce Fergus.
Just let me know and we'll try and make it work.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking so I got you. We'll talk after session.
Okay. All right, so, y'all walked out of the House of Onyx and Alabaster. You heard what they had to say there. So, where should we go?
Regardless of where we're going, we'll need to go fast. Raka. You'll see a magical spirit totem behind me change from that of a lion to that of an eagle. Anyone who is around me has an increase of movement speed by 10 feet.
Right, so the winds around you are kind of giving you a little bit of extra pep in your step.
An eagle? Is this Kaji's Murica power?
I don't get that reference.
Don't worry about it, buddy. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who will.
War will also give the same command to go scout the area to Uncle Servitor and have him go, looking in suspicious places. And
all right, so he floats around kind of slow, but he can do that. Okay,
cool.
I'm gonna whisper.
It's going to scare the shit out of people.
That's okay. That's not War's problem.
James is going to whisper. James is going to whisper to Kaji, and he's gonna say, he's gonna whisper, and as they're walking around, to be like, "So, do you want babysitting duty on the doctor or the catboy? I'll take whichever one you don't. There's no way we can let them have free reign."
Are you a doctor?
He looks, I am quite a refined doctor.
Brosius!
Yeah.
Didn't you have a meeting at the gym you opened in 5 minutes? Maybe you should go there.
Oh, yeah. All right. He's going to go off to his gym. He's running through the streets.
It's quite particular.
All right, you've banished Brosius from the party. Congratulations.
Great.
Too many party members anyway.
You guys like that?
Okay.
You guys like that?
Kaji will literally look at James in this moment, smile, and just say, Ni Marquis Ushraka, and keep walking.
What does that mean? Translation.
Ansev knows.
Ansev isn't here. Translate, Brian.
Kaji will not translate it.
With War having been around Kaji long enough, do you think he would have some remnant of the idea of what Kaji's saying?
Kaji says this one often, and you have remembered the translation. Oh, give me a history. I want to have you roll a history, see if you would remember.
Right. I got you.
Okay.
I'll think I've got a great history.
Hold on. Does James know this then too? Because James
said it before.
No. You haven't been around for a long enough.
Power.
You were back but it's been a month or two in game.
So
time.
I'm using robot computational power. So can I get advantage on this, Brian?
That's up to DM.
Just roll the die first, and then maybe not. Probably not.
Brian, you just really don't
that's
want
dirty
James
20.
to know, dude.
Dirty 20. That'd be never fear the unknown.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Sick. I'm cementing that permanently in my mind. So anytime you ever say that again, and I question what it is, you have to. So we'll pop over the Ladger device real quick and just let people know not to be super scared of a floating head.
Okay.
How far off the ground is this floating head?
I don't know what the capabilities of it yet are.
What channel are you doing that on? Are you doing it on the party's channel or on other channels as well?
I'm assuming that there's only really like one channel that we really use. I'm using
the party has a channel that's like private to you guys.
So, yeah, so I mean that's connected.
There are some people who know how to contact you using it, such as the Techno Union.
This would be like designated towards like the Techno Union guys and whoever can hear in. So like if the Hagendari are listening in, they'll be like, all right, cool.
Right.
Like, it's just
okay. Yep.
Bam Bam enters an idle catwashing animation.
I just imagine he sits on the ground, sticks his leg like 3 feet in the air, like bigger than him somehow, and just.
And that's gonna be really weird. The whole one shot where he turns into a human and everyone else turns into a cat.
Bam Bam is the best the Stone Conclave can give you.
And I fear for the future of the Stone Conclave.
They say that this was their top offer. He's over. This little dude's over here licking his dick.
Joyous.
So I still have small fish. I'm gonna toss him one.
Oh, he's very impressed.
Okay.
You're making friends.
No. Seems like things are going smoothly.
And
that one can be controlled with food, and then I'm going to point to Creepy Doctor, and that one can be controlled with crazy shenanigans. Let's go.
Oh, it was like, no,
okay.
He can't.
So...
You hear excited people talking in the street ahead of you.
I'm gonna...
Sorry, what are you going to say? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna... James's face when Kaji says his thing is just gonna be that he's gonna give a very questioning, concerned look to Bam Bam, and then the good old doctor over there, he's just gonna look and glare at him.
Smiles back with a great...
I glare at the doctor too, with a fish hanging out of my face.
So, War's gonna mention that he's got something he wants to check out real quick and see if it's related to the issues at hand, and he would like somebody to come with him, but preferably... He's saying this kind of in secret to Kaji and James. So, essentially...
I'll take these two if you want to take James with you, or vice versa.
Alright, that works perfectly for me. So War wants to go check out that vault that he's kind of got an idea of and see if maybe there's any clues of wherever these bombs or anything have been taken to that area, and see if maybe they're being used as like a hideout or something.
Okay.
If it doesn't look like it, I don't plan on going deeper into it, just so you're aware.
Okay.
James will just tag along with that, sure.
All right.
Can I ask, does War have, because if I'm not mistaken, me as a player, I know you gave me the information that he works for the Hagendari? Or one of the corporations?
I used to work for the Hagendari, but as of the last mission to the mines and freeing a certain individual, I have now been granted like my freedom. My memories are back from, before I was serving Rosalia, which was the Hagendari Dawn's daughter, who is like a later NPC situation we got to deal with, and so on and so forth. So now I am affiliated with the Hagendari, but I no longer work for them.
Right, you can consider yourself a free agent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do have lots of copies.
But if the scenario came to choose between like Hagendari and the group, right now the likelihood is save Hagendari, yes. Or I'm trying to gauge where his loyalty level to them is.
War's dealing with the fact that he's getting all these memories back of him being discovered by the Dawn in like a ravine far off, serving as the Dawn's personal bodyguard for a long time, and all that stuff. So obviously he's got like this whole thing where like he's appreciative of what was done for him, but now there's a lot more going on. War is really kind of working his own interests and exploring his opportunities. henceforth with like the necromancy stuff I was going into and all that stuff. You know, he's got his own agenda, but like if it came down to it, like he'd fight the Hagandari. He's already fought the Hagandari.
Okay, I think I understand now. So then, whenever everyone is done with their things, I would like to have a one-on-one, sort of like during this mission with James and War, because that could be
so James and War are heading off to do their own thing. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so we have Kaji, we have Bam Bam, and Krove together.
Not sure I like that, but
I think it's the most effective. I won't lie. I feel if James is gone, there'd be some shenanigans that could go down.
Kaji is the most. That's fair. Kaji is the most regularly reliable person in the group. So.
Okay.
All right. So I'm working with you again, and you're loose cannon at the moment. As he kind of looks at the two of you.
Loose cannon.
Not you, the little one, as it stopped cleaning itself, eating fish.
Yeah.
I'm like cleaning the fish out of my whiskers.
Every time he licks himself, steam rises off because of the excess heat.
Yes.
Well, there's wind now, so I guess you're not as heated.
Well, now you just created a fucking hot fucking vacuum, bro. Ew.
Just lead the way.
You get this whiff of hot fish.
I will follow.
Yo, a secret fucking synchronized super anime move, fucking fishy heat wave, just
microwave.
Yeah, fucking
hot pot seafood
what's
edition.
What's his name breathes forward while Kaji summons a wind, and just the hot wind of fish breath assaults people.
Gross.
That is terrible. But anyway, my first move would be either to locate Vash or Ansev, because they are the most familiar with these explosives. Or explosives in general.
Right. So
you hear in the distance Vash shitting himself to death.
The last you heard, they were at the Techno Union.
Then I will head there.
Okay.
Hopefully with the other two until.
I'm sure.
Look back to make sure.
I am curious. Did we get any info about these explosives? Like what kind they are at all?
Nope. And I expected as much from the Stone Conclave.
We don't know if they're synthetic. We don't know if they're bio. Is this like modern day fucking C4 shit, or are we talking some fantasy magic bullshit?
I have the greatest spy group in all the land.
But
they don't know
you'll
exactly
have to ask
what it
for
was.
follow-up questions with somebody to find out that. Yeah. Okay. So you enter into the Techno Union. You head to the armory, where you find there's this section is roped off. There's a couple town guards standing around, like they don't really know what they're doing. They're just like, "Hey, you can't go back there."
Oh, they're looking at me.
Yeah.
Who the fuck we are?
No.
Gozraga Goltraga Gachi. I go where I please. I'm looking for an audience with the ones in charge here. And I've been tasked by the Stone Conclave to solve your problems.
Good,
Kaji, good.
Name drop.
Yeah,
Name
and
drop.
that's a con with them. We should get out of the way. Okay.
Yeah, I like just look impatiently at them.
All right. So.
It's highly effective.
And if they have no intention of stopping me, I'm going to just immediately after saying that just walk off.
They do not stop you after that. And then you enter into Master Blaster's armory laboratory area.
Left
where you
exactly
see
as it was.
Well, it's hard to say. It was exactly as it has been rifled through. Things have
exactly
been
as it is.
Exactly as it is. Yeah, they left him. They left him exactly as he was found.
You see Crow.
You also see a radio that's been melted on one of the desks, and you see shell casings. You find a pistol.
Doc wanted to
You
say
recognize it. You recognize it as Last Chance.
Oh no. I would yeah, I would actually pick that up and pocket it.
Hold on a second. Chuck, what did you want to say earlier?
I guess, yeah, I was gonna investigate the whole room with Crow. He's looking around.
And then when I recognize that, I would pick it up, and then I'd look at you two and be like, well, I got us here. Now we gotta figure out where stuff went.
Huh.
Right.
Let me
I investigate the body. Well, can I use any kind
I was gonna investigate body.
Oh, well.
But you two all left to it.
All right. As soon as Crow moves over to the body, I was like, nope. Let's go find something else.
The surgical, you see a vast array of different surgical tools.
Immediately disinterested in whatever's going on here now.
Crow, if you want to make a medicine check to examine the body.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Good bonus to medicine.
Grab it. Can I examine this? Secondly, it's a humanoid, right? I get it.
Yes. Okay, so you found a bullet hole in the side of his head.
Interesting.
Like
Blaster's secretly the bad guy.
I see. He just looks right there. Well, this is expected.
Yes.
And then he's gonna recall, like, could he do like a? He's like, it's pretty obvious. Is there any bullets, by the way? Any like shelling?
The gun.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a half dozen bullet shell casings that have been fired.
Fired right there? Okay.
Yeah.
He takes them up and he's like, this could be easy. We just need to go to basically the ammo, the ones who basically keep these, what do you call it? The signatures of these bullets because they're signed, right?
Right. You go to the weapons shop, right? They had that.
The weapons shop.
Yeah.
I will go take care of this. You go ahead.
All right. So Crove is going to head off towards the weapons shop and see if they'll help him out with that.
Now, is it Crove with a C or G?
C.
C? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Bam Bam, what are you getting into?
Is there anything hidden here that the Master Blaster would have hidden, like, in the event that he knew he was like in a situation?
Right. You can make either for that search, I think you can make either an investigation or an insight check with advantage.
And do insight.
Okay. All right. Yes. You find that Master Blaster might have been working at this desk and you see that there is a key in the corner of the room that perhaps he kicked over there so that nobody could notice it.
I retrieved this key.
All right, you have a key. We'll call it a... we'll just call it a green key for now. Okay.
I hand the key to Kaji.
Okay, Kaji.
This may be of some use.
He just presents it like a fucking cat dropping
You're back. I'm impressed.
He wraps it in his mouth and like looks up at Kaji, looks down at the key, looks up at Kaji.
Like you get the feeling like somehow that fish has done you service.
Like this is the payback for the fish.
One of the guards that let you into this area looks back at you and says, "Yeah, they found him that way at this morning when they came in."
Master Blaster was always with someone, wasn't he?
Yeah, Blake Burnside, but he's taken up a job with the city council now.
Do I sense any magic off this key?
It's still warm from my little furry paw.
I get that, but besides that,
Bam Bam just starts swatting around on the floor.
Yes, you do sense some magic on it.
Ooh.
Magic keys.
Yes.
shit. God, you wouldn't know what to do with this.
You see the Aladri radio that was on the desk has been melted.
Yeah. In character, Kaji wouldn't care. I personally do.
Would Kaji question maybe a fire element spirit or something and be like, "Hey, what's up with this? You gotta know? Was this magical? Was this technological? Was it due to an item that a certain one of the previous party members has in his inventory?"
Yeah.
Do that magic voodoo that you do, hoodoo.
Can I sniff for anything?
Okay. Yes.
Like,
yeah, can he sniff out if it's magical fire? If it's regular fire?
I guess that's a perception check.
Was there an accelerant used? Go all detective on this shit.
Is that perception?
Yeah.
I'm not full man, bro.
You might. Let me look. I have to look at your character sheet for a second.
Detective Cat Con at your service.
I have to find out if you. I think there might be something for scent checks that's more specific than just this, based on your racial abilities. But no, you're just proficient. You're just proficient in perception because of your race. That's all. Okay.
Yep.
All right. You can tell that there's been more than 4 people in this area. Actually, let me correct that. More than 6 people in this area. Recently, in the last day or two.
Can I tell? Can I tell what kind of races?
Are dwarves smellier than elves?
We're not going to be able to tell you what kind of races, but we're just going to rule out Vanipa.
I bet.
Oh, that works.
I bet Nigerians are smelly.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell Kaji what I deduced, what I can detect here, or the lack thereof. That it was no Vanipa here recently. There was no. Wait, what would he refer to them as?
You're asking if there's a racist slur you would call them?
No, not clankers. We had a.
Wow.
That means the head Vanipa person would be the arch clanker.
Whoa.
I don't know, mud snakes.
Oh, that's good. They're canon now.
Mud snakes. I don't.
Mud snakes.
So bad.
There weren't any.
A little harsh, man.
Haven't been any mud snakes in here for over a day.
Don't know why such an animal comes into context here, but very well.
Okay.
I feel as though with this key, I'd try to figure out where it would go, but to figure out where that would go, I guess I would stop by the council to talk to what's-his-face.
Can I look around the room for something that he would
Blake worked with him, and he would know where this key goes. But you can also just do a search of the area.
Yeah, is there anything obvious that this key would go to, or that I could?
You can determine as near as you can determine. It's not, whatever it is. It's not in this room.
It's not here. Okay, that's what I just wanted to clear.
This is his main office. Yes.
Yeah, this is his main workshop. They also have like a armory on the bottom floor, though.
We'll check there first.
I'm going to be sending you a DM, Luke.
Okay. Yes.
Not that it's like time sensitive, but it just so you look at it at some point.
Yeah, let me do that.
I'll head to the armory first just to take a look around. If there isn't anything that would be close to what this key would go to, I would then go to the council.
I think you sent it to the wrong person.
No, I sent it to the right person.
Oh! I thought you were sorry. Gotcha.
Hopefully, running into other people who are technologically inclined, but regardless, we can also jump to the other people so they're not just sitting around for a while.
That's what happens when you split the party. Tracy's grenade.
So, let's cut back over then and see with James and War. Okay.
Oh boy, is it our turn?
Yeah. Okay.
Do we get
I got
James
two questions.
And War bonding time?
I got two questions before we get into that, though. So, one, were we expecting fireworks at this festival?
Yes, there is going to be fireworks.
Cool. And second, can I telepathically communicate with my familiar? Crow?
Is it like a normal?
No, you can't.
Okay.
Maybe if you bond with it more eventually, but no. Okay. It's not really a normal. It's not really a normal summon familiar. It's just like an abandoned familiar that he bonded with.
Yeah, I just wanted to see.
This is the crow you're talking about?
It's a found familiar.
Yeah. So I got familiar
adopted
that was left behind by a dead necromancer.
That's kind of what Brosius is.
It's my familiar-in-law. My step familiar.
What are you doing, step familiar?
Oh, okay. So you all have about a half. So, War, you have about a half-hour walk to get to this place. It's right here, over on the left side of the town, outside of the walls. Like there's an ancient staircase that goes down this cliff. It leads to this vault.
So, if I may, James is gonna get War and. Do you mind if I ask you a question? And he is really kind of stuttering and nervous. It looks like a little bit. He's gonna be like, I don't know how to ask this, and if this is offensive, I'm sorry. Do you have a soul?
Man, that's a good question. Shadow Daddy said I had one, but I didn't.
I'm assuming War doesn't say Shadow Daddy.
No, he definitely doesn't. War's not saying this. I'm trying to decide.
Very funny.
Okay. By the way, you both have to make a dex check for these stairs. Just one dex check.
Oh,
okay. So, because you have to remember, James is from our world. So as far as he knows, War is just a robot, fucking AI shit. He's
On the 21.
Right. War's just fine.
A dex save, you said?
No, dex check. He made a save, but it's just the same, probably.
Oh.
Okay. James, you're going to slip on the stairs and take...
Can
use
this grab me from slipping?
You can. You can do that. So you just make another dex check for that, then, War.
In an alternate reality, James falls off the cliff, about to take 7d6 falling damage, when War grapples him with the grappling hook, and he just dangles
there.
All right,
War, you have caught him from taking a fall. It would have been a 30-foot fall.
That wouldn't be ideal. It did end up happening. So.
All right. So after War kind of like reels him back into standing position and like the grappling hook, he's gonna answer the question. I am uncertain as to what I have, a spirit or soul or whatever you mortals so like to call it. I mean, taking it into consideration, you could say that an artificial intelligence is a soul in its own right.
Right. So James is gonna look and he's gonna say, so does that mean don't really have a... I mean, I guess what would constitute a soul in my eyes do you have will, or are all of your actions dictated by a...
Sorry, I was burping. What I decide to do is of my own volition. No one holds any strings on. I am my own master.
I see.
At one point, I may have been created specifically for a purpose, but whatever that purpose is means nothing to me now, and I have no recollection of what it could be.
I see.
All right, and around this time, your crow returns to you.
Ooh,
or sticks out his arm, ready to catch the little man.
All right. Saw no bombs. Saw no bombs.
Your crow actually talks.
War turns his head. Why wouldn't he? Just act super fucking casual about it.
What, do crows normally not talk in your realm?
No, they don't. Crows don't talk at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Ra, if I may impose upon you once more, I remembered that we are expecting fireworks. This great celebration. Do you think you might be able to find someone and have them show you fireworks? See if maybe there has been tampering.
Oh, that's clever. The bomb we're looking for may not look like a...
Do I have any food on me? Like, I wanna give him some food. I feel like I never jotted it down before. Oh fuck! I forgot I had that bag of devouring.
Oh,
yeah. You could make him be the food.
I would rather not. I'm gonna assume that I had some sort of.
All right. Item. You've picked up something for a little bit of a treat. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what I'm.
The crow greedily takes it and just tears it into it. Yep.
All right, so that request is what I'm asking of Craw.
To look for things that are like fireworks, or
so to find like the fireworks setup, and then see if he can find somebody in charge of it, and like have them show him.
He wants to find where they're going to be setting off the actual fireworks from.
Good. Okay. So he's going off to find that. Okay. Cool. All right, you arrive at the vault doors. Okay.
I am gonna.
These are ancient doors. They're engraved with enormous, like 20-foot tall images of the Titans. that you've seen in the House of Onyx and Alabaster. And it's just the 3 of them. It's not the others.
So James is going to ask, what exactly is this place supposed to be for? I never did ask.
Well, from good old Uncle Cora, who was acting leader for all of a few days, he had a key and a map to some vaults. And while we were within the mines, I've come to find that this location might be in relation. I wonder what's beyond it, and I mean to check to see if maybe whoever stole these munitions has a lair here.
I see.
Okay.
Very well then. James is going to, as he gets ready to open the doors or whatever, James is just gonna get in like a preparedness stance, I guess.
Alright.
Alright. So we see the figure of the 3 titans and stuff like that. On the note that I had or the map or anything, does it look like there's a special way to open this? Or does it just look like I just push it open?
You insert the key and push really hard.
And then it doesn't open, and you're like, "Oh no, I must have done something." And we
Right, so we need a strength check to open this because it was meant to be opened by giants.
Man, that's rough. I might need some
definitely
help.
assist. Yeah.
With my
Damn it,
plus
I sent Brosius away.
You did send Brosius away. You're like, get the hell out of here, Brosius.
Literally the one thing he's good at.
God,
Okay.
Devin.
Or it's not
All
got
right.
the juice to open this.
Come on, baby, nat 20 for me. Oh fuck. Well, no.
All right, the 2 of you are just going to exhaust
Anybody
yourselves
else's
trying
rolls.
this. And I mean that literally. If you want to keep trying, you will get a level of exhaustion.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna sit down against the after we just heaved really hard, and I'm just gonna say,
Hold on.
maybe we get lucky and it's
Question.
Uh-huh. Yes.
If I were to don the air attack power armor for the sake of just opening this door, would I get any benefit?
Yes, you will get a +6 modifier to your strength. So you will have a +3 to your die roll.
Okay. So I will attempt this one more time. Would you give me assist action so I get advantage? Wait, hold on. What's your strength first?
My strength?
Yeah, I've got literally
It's
plus 0.
16, so it's a +3.
Okay.
All right, you may make this attempt again, but you will be exhausted whether you succeed or fail after the roll. Okay.
That implies
Do
for
you
both
wanna
of us or just
gamble?
me?
That will imply
will-
for both of you if you're assisting.
Yeah, I would assist. But
Yeah,
I'm thinking if I have you don the air attack armor and give you a higher bonus.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
If that's an option, I guess, sure.
It's just heavy armor.
Let's see if we can look at this. Let me get the picture of that armor for you. 'Cause I don't think he's ever seen it.
And now you press this button. Emergency.
Yeah, turns out it's just a pull door.
It was. I'm dropping it into the Discord in a second when I find the right channel. Okay.
Engaging motorcycle mode. Boop, boop, boop.
All I see is the adorable catboy that I want to snuggle.
This is it's power armor.
Oh,
there.
Josh, I should have texted you. There's something he would have said to you after we left it.
Looks like evil Torbjorn from Overwatch.
It might be.
Alright, so that'll give you a +3 to your roll. I'm
Okay,
giving you the assist action, so
checking
you
my
get
text.
advantage.
Okay.
Well, isn't it an extra +6 you said to
To
strength?
your
+6 to strength, which is +3 to your die roll.
Oh yeah. So alright, well, I'll roll one more time.
Okay, and if this fails, you will both be... Well, actually, regardless of whether this fails, you're both exhausted by one level.
If he's giving an assist action, isn't that just giving me roll with advantage, not we both roll?
No, it's... Yeah, exactly. It's you roll with advantage.
Okay, so I'll roll with advantage and then add 6.
Yeah. Or 3. 3
or
to your...
what you have.
Yeah.
That just still sucked.
All right, you are not able to open this door,
So that's,
unfortunately.
Right.
So that's a 17 I would have got.
The dice.
As you look around, you can imagine that if this door has been opened and it wasn't by a giant, it was by a whole team of people.
Oh, is this low-key your way of saying you guys need teamwork? I see. I see.
We said that ahead of time.
Okay, so you're
Ella's
both
cat-
quite
Ella's
exhausted
cat
by this
really
work.
calling us to work together.
All right.
Do I add levels of exhaustion on this?
Oh,
I think it's at the top.
Conditions.
D&D. Yeah.
Click on the conditions.
oh yeah,
and then...
add active conditions, 1 level. I did it for war.
You want
I'll
to do
do
it for me too?
James too. Yeah, sure.
Thank
Here we go.
you.
Well,
Okay.
What
things
is the detriment of this?
disadvantage
1
on
level
all-
of exhaustion is disadvantage on all ability checks
Correct.
for the
That
rest of the
kinda
day.
sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you attempting to play with this.
All right.
James is a helpful person.
So the two of you now have another half-hour walk back to town to enjoy your company with each other, and we'll cut back over to the others. Okay. We'll start with Crove. So Crove, you've discovered the thing that I texted you about, and you're making it back to the party, I guess, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So you come across them in the Techno Union Hall as they are heading towards the armory in the basement, right?
Fair enough.
That's where you're all going.
Gotcha.
Okay. So when you get down there, you find that you see the body of Ansev lying or sitting in front of a desk, and
Yeah, Daddy?
yes, and
I didn't know we were killing him off. What the fuck?
I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm
and there's a open vault behind him, which
Wait.
appears to have
Where
been.
did Crove go?
Yes. Crove went to the weapons shop in the trade district
Okay.
and then came
That's what I
back.
thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
You let the crazy doctor.
So you find the body of Ansev slumped over a desk.
alone.
And this was in the armory of
the trade
of
district.
Of the Techno Union.
of the Techno Union, which is where we went
Yes.
first before going to the council.
Well, you were in Master Blaster's office first.
Yes, but then I said for hunting for the key, I would have gone to the armory first, then the...
Ooh.
Oh, plot holes.
Yeah, I would have went downstairs for the armory first.
Continuity
and then
error.
going
Continuity
to
error.
the council if I didn't find anything, because I did say I was going to walk around there to see if there was anything for the key to work.
Right.
Quick! I'll find some concrete to pour in the plot hole.
Okay.
I mean, we could have just arrived both at the same time if you want to do it that way, and we just spent that long in the office.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That is actually what I was thinking. Okay, like Crove was very quick, and searching the office took a very long time.
Okay, fair enough.
You know,
so we meet up outside, and then we walk into this.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, did he murder the guy?
I would give him a death stare, but before anything, I would walk up to Ansev's.
Right. You see on the desk that there was some tools there. He's unresponsive.
Is he alive? Is the question.
All right. Do you have a way of checking for a
the
pulse?
scene again? Because
I could do
I'm all like
better.
Populated right now.
Okay.
I can make sure he's dead.
You see the gun, First Blood, lying on the desk.
I'd pick that up and add that to my inventory.
All right.
I'm so concerned.
And then for Ansev, laying on the ground, if he looks like he may be alive, I would use Healing Word.
Ansev seems to be alive.
Where is this now? Where are we now?
In the basement of the Techno Union, where they have the heavy weapons research lab.
Right. So we went from Master Blaster's office to this to
the basement.
Actually, take that back. I'll use Cure Wounds instead. So that'd be 9 healing on him.
All right. Well, you've stabilized him, but I don't want to use that term because that has a D&D official meaning. You've healed him, and he's gonna pull through, at least you think.
I'm still sleepy,
but he's still unconscious.
Sniff him.
Interesting. If he's dead.
So who is here? It's me and Kaji and who else?
Krove. Yes.
What? I thought Krove was going to freaking.
He did.
Krove
came back.
He came back.
Yeah.
He was quick. We spent a long time in the room researching, and then we both have met up in the armory.
Yeah,
it's got long legs.
Yeah, time dilation. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Concrete fill plot hole.
Right.
Yeah, it's
my feet feel like they're made of concrete.
Okay.
Well, if he's dead, we can just always.
All right. Ansev, or Chuck, are you ready to play Ansev?
What did Krove just say?
I was just saying, Chuck, are you ready to play Ansev if we wake him up?
Yeah, he can wake up.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a text.
Chuck, I need you to say what
It's
Krove.
a good thing we arrived before Krove decided to dissect Anso.
Krove is horrid, and he needs to be stopped.
Check your DM, Luke.
Okay, there's my story for you. Now I have to look at what this other. Okay.
Oh my God! Did Vash joins the Eminence in Flame? I swear to God.
Okay, I understand. Just make sure you send Kaji that text. Okay.
Well, I told him. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You'll have to fill him in with whatever
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Ansev is weak, but he has recovered some consciousness and is maybe able to speak now.
Is he not awake yet?
He's awake, sort of.
Well, anyways, Kaji would splash water on his face.
That's not.
You up yet?
What the? Oh, Kaji, how you doing? Who the heck are those two?
The whole time I'm just watching Krove.
Long story short, I have Minion 1, Minion 2, Master Blaster's dead. What happened?
He also Krove sees CC here and say, disappointing. Oh well. And then he looks, Alice just looks at you and he's like, I can't recall. I was working hard on different formulas. I was trying to create some form of a new experimental explosion. Anyway, and he looks around, and
yeah,
you see him panic. Oh, jeez. He like.
Festival's tomorrow. Stone Conclave believes it's going to be used then.
Oh God, no! And he's like, we have to find it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't recall what happened. It was so sudden.
Well, I found Vash's guns as I kind of point them around. Kaji, not being very good with technology, doesn't know how to really hold them.
Points directly at fucking...
Hold them by the long end.
I'll hold them by like the barrels so that it looks like the handle's on it. Like I would use it to like smack people with the butt.
You realize that Ansev, you were shot in the chest, possibly in the back, when you were overworked.
He just feels the back of his feet. What? And he just like
Vash is a traitor.
Yeah, he just feels the pain right there. Like, and he looks back up. I was shot? What? It must have been so sudden. And basically, he looks at the guns. I look at the guns that you pulled up and like, Vash wouldn't do this.
I know he wouldn't. However, there must be a reason that these were left.
Interesting. Accordus looks at behind in case he says...
Ansev, your radio has been melted.
Oh, God.
Anybody else still having difficulties hearing Chuck?
He's very...
Oh, yeah, I had to turn up to 200%.
He's quiet, but I can hear him if I listen and don't do anything else.
Yeah. Basically, Ansev's like, interesting. They would melt our radios? It means they would know about our radios.
I sniff.
All right, well, let's do another perception check.
At the mention of the radios being melted, War chimes in over his radio, saying that his whole endeavor was a bust.
Okay, because you guys are on your way back. You'll be back in, say, 10 minutes. Okay?
23 on the sniff test.
All right.
Kaji would reply back to them with trying to figure out the radio, with Ansev kind of just showing him how it would work.
He pressed it. He pressed the button. Like, while you holding him, like...
All right, there have been...
Ansev's been shot.
3 humans in here before you guys.
On the brink of death.
Sorry, say again?
There have been 3 humans in this room before you guys.
Can I eliminate any?
You can eliminate everyone except for humans and Khan as well. And Ansev is giving off like that weird like scent. You're like, I'm not sure how to classify it.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right. It's also what I was going. I realized. I look at him like a stink face. Like, you are no Khan.
Trust me, I am just a guy with cat ears.
He's like, looks absolutely horrified.
He's
like,
he's offended.
Like, absolutely horrified. Like he's looking at a fucking mutant.
His hair up. Do you have human ears?
So offended.
Like, speechless.
He's so.
You can decide whether I'm a de-evolution or evolution of your kind. Anyway.
Bam Bam literally like goes and finds a corner, starts vomiting profusely.
Did you just call Bam Bam a de-evolution?
No, he can decide whether he like I'm an evolution or de-evolution of his kind.
I think he just called you an inferior. Bam Bam, you gonna take that?
Like, maybe I should let Crove dissect you.
Oh.
First things first. We need you to get some rest.
All right.
Is that code word for dissection?
It is not. No.
Oh. Sorry.
Some people.
All right, we're going to say that James and War could be arriving in a minute here. Okay.
For some reason, I had like a weird deja vu. That dissection moment, like with those needles pointing at me. Can't recall why.
Shiver.
So more things to add to the list. Fantastic.
You sound so defeated.
Anyway, either way, they knew about the radios. They knew what its capability are. So somebody within our group, the radios themselves, we gotta be careful of. Whoever's on those radios probably knows about the information we relaying between each other.
I share again what I found out from the sniff test from both locations.
Mm-hmm.
So can you reiterate that, Luke?
Okay. In the Master Blaster's office, there had been probably 6 or 7 people over the last day, and none of them were Vanipa. And in the armory, there had been essentially 3 humans and Ansev, who's sort of unclassified.
Fucking mutant.
Monster.
Right.
At this moment,
Abomination.
kicks in the fucking door.
And Ansev, you know, one of them was Master Blaster, who had been down there last night at one point.
Okay.
So 3 humans, including Master Blaster.
Right. Uh-huh.
Ansev is trying to recall people like associated with like Master Blaster. During his time frame with the 2 weeks, has he found any interactions with Master Blaster while doing his projects and all that, like of other people coming?
Yes, because you've been working in here, you had to have the blessing of Master Blaster to be able to use this workspace.
Correct.
And he uses it as well. And occasionally Blake Burnside would stop by, but he's been busy with council business.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, the only other people who come in are, delivering parts.
Jeez. It's quite a situation right here. Whoever's been delivering the parts maybe are the ones we have to look into. That's the only thing I can recall.
Well, the councilman will probably have more information about them then, huh?
Yeah, you got it.
Do you have someplace safe you can stay?
Oh, not
Silver
really.
Mist.
If you can deal with the Eldritch
war
Cult,
there yet?
Oh, yeah.
you could probably stay at the hotel.
Those of you who paid attention to the news would know the Silver Mist was burned down over the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was sad.
Correct.
Now the question
Ripperoni.
is, like, Ansa's too busy about it, so he might not realize it. He's like, yeah, let's go to the Silver Mist. That's the place I can go to.
That place is no longer existing.
What? What?
Oh yeah, some vagrants burnt that place to the ground.
You can go stay at War's new shack.
Man.
You can stop by
all right, at this point,
gym.
James and War are here, right? Okay.
I blame those damn mud snakes.
Again, why do these animals come to this point right now?
Use that answer. It's at least live.
Looks like War. James, what?
Hold on. He's like injured, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking lay on hands this bitch.
Okay.
Have some healing.
You heal him, and he feels better, and he needs to take a rest because I think we're going to be mostly going around with Crow for now. But you do heal him.
That's fine. Okay. I mean, but
James
wouldn't just leave him there bleeding.
Oh, of
out.
course.
Like,
you are.
I
know. I'm just trying to set the right expectations, but you do it, and it is good, and it is in character.
Bam Bam's looking at him like he's an alien.
Okay.
Or we'll let Ansev know of the newly acquired shack he has dish, and as long as he doesn't mind some spooky stuff, he's welcome to stay.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of the nightmares. I think spooky stuff won't bother me.
Wouldn't
yeah, I'm gonna look at War. Oh yeah, absolutely. Each one of James is going to say that each one of our gyms comes equipped with a basement that's not open to the public, but you could definitely stay there.
Well, I appreciate all the gestures here.
Elle, I sent you another DM.
I'm
Okay,
no jester.
I would like the room
machine.
with my party as I look at Bam Bam and Crow. They say, "Get out for a moment." Just a quick moment with them. It's more
Heard
personal.
that shit? Do you force them to leave with your
I just
dreadlord
give them
powers?
downstairs.
You give them urgent orders to move out.
Urgent orders, yeah.
Urgent fucking orders, get out.
Just.
Do you?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say he does. That's
For
my
a
head
moment,
canon.
like just like a pause moment. If you guys don't do it, let me know. I probably didn't do it.
All right. How do you ask for the room?
Yeah, ask for the room. Yeah, please. Just so with my.
I think he literally just said like I would like a moment
Slightly.
with my friends.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
don't mind, and then
Yeah. It's more trustworthy moment. All right.
I give him like the side eye, and then I look at Crove, and I'm like, look really unimpressed, and then I'll move, go out to. I assume there's a hall.
Yeah, there's a hall
the
out there.
abomination dares to.
We'll be over in a moment.
And then basically Crow would be like, I guess a gentleman's word is to follow. Very well then, and he moves away. And then
I don't know whether to trust this guy or kill him.
James is gonna say "gentleman my ass" when he leaves.
Like Kaji has gone through this whole like trust issue with Akrisha, and now Crove comes walking in. Like, come on.
Alright, I got one question though. Why does Kaji trust War?
Because you have. I hate to
Because
say it
I
like this.
steal the cake.
You
with
have
Krisha.
a clear goal.
You understand what War is capable of and what he's about.
It's not what an understanding of what you're capable of or all that. It's because I can understand your goal, your mindset.
Right.
Those
also-
two characters
also
are
because-
very chaotic and crazy and are wild cards.
Right, and we don't know that their goals necessarily do or don't lie in direct opposition of ours, whereas we know yours are your own. So,
sorry,
Honestly, I'm pretty sure you're the only person to ask War what like he's about. Nobody else has talked to War.
Just send you a message.
mean,
Al.
James talked to War.
Sorry, Lewis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. James has talked to him. Like James is the only person to actually talk to War about anything. Like most of the time they're just like
about War.
Yeah, most of the time they're just like, all right, like you're part of the Hagendare, like you're kind of cool, like you're hanging out with us. Other than that, nobody knows what the fuck War wants to do. Nobody's asked anything about War.
I guess
they're just like, all right, he's a guy.
Yeah.
There's a cat strolling down the hallway by
War
Bam Bam
accidentally
and Crow.
unloads his entire fucking clip from his breaker screen.
while they're talking, or Crove and Bam Bam.
Okay.
Yes,
Crove
right. Okay.
Crove is away.
Yeah, Crove, Bam Bam, and the cat, Johan, are separate.
Johan? Okay.
Well,
Great.
Yeah.
He's here. So I'm gonna look at Onsev, and I'm gonna walk up, and I'm gonna shake his hand. I'm gonna reach out to shake his after the healing.
Okay.
Take my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull him in my hand.
You're cutting out. I'm not catching what you're saying.
Yeah, you're clipping.
Yeah.
Better?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask shake his.
Move the mic away from your mouth or something. I don't know. I think you're peeking.
Better?
Maybe.
I hope.
We'll
Yeah.
try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
We hear the shaking of hand, but like giving the hand.
yeah, heard shake hand and pull him into. That's all
Yeah,
I've got.
I'm gonna shake his hand. If he takes it,
Pull him
takes it
into.
Oh my God! Why?
I'm assuming you're pulling him into like a bro hug kind of thing.
I'm gonna pull Vash out of the scene. He's not.
Yes, right. I'm pulling him into a bro hug, and in my hand, I'm trying to give him a key.
Okay. Gotcha.
Without anyone else noticing. And I'm going to whisper in his ear that this key is to the secret room underneath our gym in the...
Gotcha.
Yes. Elle knows what I'm talking about.
Right, it's the waterfront district. Yeah.
Gotcha. Right, the secret room. And down there also happens to be, if you recall, Elle, I talked to you about where
I know.
I recovered were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he would say appreciate. He nods basically.
Right okay.
So yeah, I'll text you what is.
Okay. Sounds good.
In a DM in a bit.
Yep. To see like the crow and the servitor that wars out on him. He's also got like a pretty dark and decrepit look.
You need to listen to me, everyone. Those creations I made, the fusion grenades, if they took them, they are quite dangerous. I basically adjusted them with all source.
Are you telling me that there's all source bombs planted around the fucking city right now?
I don't know yet, but whatever the case is, they took it. I didn't realize they would ambush me like this here when I was crafting it.
And, might I pose a question? Would these bombs possibly give off some signature frequency unique to?
Yeah, here. And he's like, grabs it. It's a watch. On the watch, it's able to detect the all source with it. You might be able to find those bombs.
Alright, War will don this watch, I guess.
If I'm given a long rest, I can also get the spell Locate Object.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
as you know, the festival begins tomorrow. So chances are the attack would be timed with that.
So
I'm gonna ask Onsef how many bombs there are. How many he made.
It will be 3. 3 of them.
Oh, one for each of us.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna look at the party, and I'm gonna say we can't let those bombs go off. So our best bet is to split up into 2.
Dark humor side note: how much of the city do you think they'll take out, Ansev?
You just see fucking like Haji leaning on his knee and just have like the derpy laugh face, like, oh.
The testings right here can basically consume at least not all of. I wouldn't say it wouldn't basically take the entire city out, but it will take a majority of wherever it's located. Enough for like a building to maybe disappear.
So, serious question leading up all to that. Ansev, what were you expecting to fight to need these?
I felt...
Eldritch gods?
Far worse. I believe there will be something far worse out there.
Worse than the Eldritch god?
Did you meet some dog-eared people?
No.
I'm gonna punch Kaji hard in the arm.
I want you to roll an attack. I want to see you break my AC.
Okay.
No, because I'm not trying to do damage.
So then we're gonna cut over to Bam Bam and Crove and this cat that just walked into the hallway.
Or accidentally unloads his entire gun again.
They're quite.
The shadows deepen as this cat seems to walk down the hall, and it looks up at Crove, and their eyes meet.
The darkness is strong with this one.
Aren't you a curious one? Tell me.
Go on.
He basically, and he's like looks at you. He looks at the cat and he's basically saying, "An interesting cat in a world like this. Tell me, about this situation here, even though he's just doing it randomly.
Hmm. The cat stares at you, and you can almost see it smile. And you feel a tickling on your spine.
Excitement.
Okay.
Fair enough. Tell me, Bam Bam, aren't you curious about this party?
Say that again.
I basically had tell Bam Bam like saying, aren't you curious about this party? You know, they came out of nowhere, don't you think? Heroes of Ahare.
I look at him, kind of disgustedly, like whatever it is you find fascinating about them. Interests me a little.
Fair enough. A party.
But
There you go. Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
I will fulfill my obligation to the conclave.
Of course. But I would say you should watch out in due time. They may have their own interest that goes for past your own stone conclave. Things that could change and break the mountain that once was established here. They have already shown it once. And what is it that they can do it again?
What information do you have to share with me?
Other than that they vanquished
You feel a tingle in your spine, Bam Bam.
The hairs go up, I guess?
Yes.
No one would complain if you just stabbed Crove in the face right now. I'm just saying. No one would ask too many questions.
So I'm reading this text. Interesting. Okay. Am I responding?
It's up to you. You don't have to.
Oh. Can I gather where this comes from?
Yes, I'll say.
Secrets behind closed doors.
Doors. Ooh.
Spoopy.
Swoopy indeed.
Given insider knowledge to pull the party apart in ways never imagined. All leading up to El's arena of PvP.
Hey!
Y'all ain't ready to fight war like that.
Like, I've completely lost interest in whatever Crow was just saying, and I'm just staring at this cat.
It'd be Crow, Bam Bam, and Cat versus James, War, and Kaji.
I just imagine like fucking Bam Bam and the cat both on like haunches, high end, fucking all cigarette.
I'm just watching this cat now, like full focus.
It seems like we both are able to listen to this cat's gestures.
Hey, Chucky.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Oh,
sweet.
All right.
Without taking my eyes off the cat, I say, Grove, like, The breath cannot leave your body fast enough to satisfy.
Yes.
Satisfy me. Like,
Chuck, I hope you know you've created a character. The entire thing is just to be by everyone.
Just haterade.
We'll work for this now. I am just going to watch the chaos continue to unfold, I guess, for now.
But tell me, what do you know of this cat here?
A cat I'm walking once, though. I know nothing about it, but it seems to have come to interest with us.
I'll be sure you tell me what you know.
All right.
And I'm telling you guys, this person puts mango in his mead.
No
then
way,
it walks past and it purrs up at the door.
Hey, hold on.
As
What's
though
wrong with mango?
it maybe be allowed to
Mead.
enter into the other room.
Brian.
War shoots the door.
Does it
with the
swing
RPG with the RP infused with the source point that he's definitely had the entire time, so no.
Gotta cook. Oh, all right.
Anyway, you get to safety. We should
walks
start hunting for
up to
these bombs.
Ansev and purrs at his feet.
War screams,
Okay.
Exodia obliterate at the door.
I'm firing my laser.
All right.
All right, we good here?
Or shouts Avada Kedavra as he shoots his gun.
The last thing I say to Crow is, I'll be. You will tell me what you know.
Of course. I am a gentleman in art, aren't I?
You know, before I say, like, once the door opens,
Yep.
we'll look in.
And you kind of see a nod,
Okay.
like you guys could come back.
Yep.
Okay, everybody's back. All right.
What is this cat doing now?
Oh, it's hanging around Ansev, thinking it'll hop up on his shoulder if he doesn't interfere. Nobody
He
interferes.
doesn't interfere.
It's Ansev's cat.
Yeah.
It is.
I turned to Crow and was like,
Ansev can't go anywhere without his pussy.
I turned to Crow
Oh.
and I say,
I'm sorry.
even more than before,
Mhm.
like, I will turn a blind eye.
Of course you do. Bam bam.
It's like, like,
All right.
Onward, time to save a city.
What's Ansev wearing?
Technically,
Yeah, I'm
while
just curious.
researching, it would be more of like research clothing. So
Okay, cool. All right.
a lab coat.
I was literally
A
about
lab
to say
coat,
Ansev in a lab
yes.
coat. I like
There we
that.
go. Okay, so where all do you want to go
That's
from
been
here?
enchanted with blast resistance 4.
Yeah, maybe last resistance 1.
I mean,
And it's also, for some reason, it's weirdly, like, you know, it being kind of useless on clothing.
All right. Where are we going?
We're off to go see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Oh, did you see my last
Oh.
text, Luke?
You want to go see
No,
Zale?
no. They're
Oh,
cats.
okay.
It's the Wizard of Paws.
The council guy for the key. Unless Ansev knows about the key.
Right.
I'll do a quick guess. Ansev, you know what this key does? Make sure you get to safety.
Okay, Ansev,
Yeah.
you do know.
okay.
This key was to the storage of the Magna Blaster.
Let me see. Okay, so I would relay that information right there, just immediately to them.
What's a Magna Blaster?
This could be said to be Master Blaster's master work. This was something he was working on as a project with the whole time that you knew him, and it was nearly completed. He didn't really say more about that to you, though, Ansev.
Man, if Vash wasn't puking his brains out, I bet he'd be excited at the prospect of getting Master Blaster's masterwork.
Should
well,
we
maybe he did get
gander?
Maybe he has it. Who knows? He didn't need it. He didn't need his old guns anymore.
Yeah, he did leave his guns. So I guess if Ansev knew about it and where it would be, we'd go to see if that is open, and if that work is there.
It is not. You find the safe and it is open. It appears, though, that whoever opened it didn't have this key and they had to force it open with some other explosives, actually.
So they wanted this, blew it up, couldn't have it. So this key is useless. I'm going to put it in the safe itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Pictures all coming together. But first things first, we say we go find some bombs.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we should go find some lunch.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you all want to have a break party and come back in 5 minutes?
Ooh, lunch sounds fantastic.
Give me a chance to eat, yeah.
Okay.
Bam Bam reaches into a little pouch on his hip that seems to be squirming around. And,
okay.
Pulls out a rat.
Live rat.
And munches.
All right, the rat. Oh, I was going to say the rat looks at you with fear in its eyes, but now it's munched. Okay.
They're better cooked. You add a little bit of salt on them.
Yeah. All right, I'll be back in a minute or a few minutes. Okay.
I reach into the pouch. I hand you a rat.
I'll take a rat and start preparing it with my mastery of cooking.
Yeah.
That has been ever so increased from the god of cooking.
Someone give me a time to come back. We doing like a 15-minute thing?
You could do like
I'm gonna go off headset. Okay.
And then I hand you a prepared rat skewer.
Bam looks very, very concerned about this rat skewer. Like, what have you done to this rat?
Try it. You won't regret it.
I eat the rat off the skewer, I guess. How is this rat?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find out right now. My cooking is with advantage, so it's a 16.
It's a tasty rat, I guess.
If we were to say that the rat you were eating previously was an average 10, it's better. Ha!
Bam looks very suspicious about this, adulteration of his rat meal, but is satisfied nonetheless.
Isn't that why you handed it to me? I'm a cook. I make things better.
I had no idea. He was just like, you want a rat?
Gulshen Ubakanor.
Don't fear the unknown.
Nope, that's not that one.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Ni Margaki Ushraka. Never fear the unknown.
Yep.
No, that's what Bam Bam says to you.
Oh. Alright, yeah, that's fine.
There we go. Bonding over rat skewers.
I'm gonna look at Ansev with my passive insight of 17. Does he want one?
And so recalling good old times, for him, he just woke up, he's starving and bleeding, so yes. As terrible as it sounds, it looks like he's like,
So, no rats for you, abomination.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna see if I can find a rat. I don't see one. I'm gonna look at Ansef and be like, "You see one?"
let me do a perception check. Oh, I got passive perception of 21.
All right, I am back.
There's a giant rat. There's a giant rat right over there. Its name is Crove.
We were bonding over rat skewers, but we needed to find another rat skewer for Ansef, or a rat to make into a skewer.
Is anybody gonna escort Ansef to the gym?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So
walking
Ansef's going with Kaji to the gym. Is everybody going, or is it just those two?
Sure.
Or it's not going.
Okay.
And you have the watch, by the way. They also have watch.
Or has the watch.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll figure out what James is doing when he gets back. And I guess Crove's staying with War.
Disgusting.
Crow staying with War? Yeah.
Okay. And we'll just I kind of expect James would go with, but maybe he won't. I don't know. We'll wait. We'll give him a minute. So you hear children in the streets talking about how excited they are that the circus is coming to town for the festival.
Bombs at the circus.
The bombs are at the circus.
Maybe.
I hate this so much. It says, why are crabs and lobsters the same thing, except one is folded hot dog style and the other is folded hamburger? I don't want...
That's terrible.
Actually, it says Bamburger and hot dog. I love that. That's great. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to bait everyone into thinking Ansef was dead.
Man, I was gonna harvest this fucking corpse and bring her back to the shack to reanimate.
Just to get a warlord order you around.
Yes! I told you I was gonna do that if he was dead.
It's just like a memory, like, I don't want him to die, he was too precious. Here, make
I just want him to yell at me and tell me what to do. Give me to kill people, bro. Like, literally, like, right as you were saying that before, Kaji was like, yeah, I want to make sure he's alive. I was about to pop on the radio and be like, hey, I failed. And he'd tell me, oh, Kaji's dead. And I was like, fucking Ansef's dead. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah.
I'm just going to say,
right, I'm back.
There is a version of how this session could have gone where Crove dissects Ansef. Which I would have...
Really, really dramatically.
I really would have appreciated that version.
Yeah, because that kind of happened to Vesna. Okay. James, do you want to go escort Ansef to the gym? Or do you want to hang out with War, who has the watch, and they're going to be looking for the bomb?
Crove is with me.
Does Ansef need an escort?
He's wounded, and that's really the reason, and he doesn't know the way there.
I'll radio Brosius and tell him to meet me halfway and the bombs.
Whoa, hold on. You guys got one radio between the two of you. I remember you talking to me.
Right. That's right. Right. All right, I'll bring him to Brosius.
Did you or Brosius keep the radio when you split up?
For sure.
Didn't really
Josh.
say. but probably
Let's say
me.
Brosius had it.
Oh, thank you.
Let's say Brosius had it. Okay.
You're so generous.
Radio Brosius, and you realize you don't have a radio.
I'll tell someone to radio Brosius. Come pick up Onsev.
We're handing to his radio.
Okay. I'm gonna ask War if he could do that. Please tell Brosius to come pick up Onsev, and then I hand over Onsev.
Okay, that's done.
War did join the hunt. Cool.
Alright, you have no response.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Very generous.
Now let's get over to the people who are going to the basement of the place of the gym. Okay.
Wait, hold on. There's multiple people going to the basement?
Yes.
Ansev, Kaji, and Bam Bam, and
Wait. No. Hold on. I'm confused.
Well, okay, Ansev's the only one who's supposed to go to the basement. The rest are just taking him to the gym. Okay.
What's the other option?
Wait, hold on. You just asked me if I'm confused.
There was an elaboration, but Kaji and Bam Bam are going along with Ansev to take him to the gym.
Oh.
Wait, what's my other
You were
option?
asking me if I understand.
Your other option would be staying with War and doing the search for the bombs.
I see.
I will do that.
Well,
okay.
Because I'm assuming Onsev is, smart, he won't, outright reveal to go to the basement, I assume.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that.
He won't bring, like Bam Bam there and shit.
No.
Onsev isn't an idiot, so...
Alright, Bam Bam's not even on that trip now. But yes.
Oh, okay. Well then...
That would have been an awkward
There's been a slight rearrangement.
Kaji's just making sure he makes it to the gym in one piece.
All right, then I'll go to the gym too and get him settled, I guess.
Okay.
That's my decision.
Okay.
All right.
Gives me a chance to check up on Bro too.
All right. So when you arrive at the gym, you see signs of a struggle here. Okay.
No.
Oh, Brosius.
Yes.
Bye, bro.
Brosius is missing.
Oh, no.
No.
Is there blood? Is there green orc blood?
There is. There's green blood. There is scorch marks on the walls. There is a toasted radio.
No.
What
Can I ask, like,
This
the
is
equipment and
safe
everything? Is, like, the area intact? Is everything sort of, like,
I mean,
busted,
a little bit of busting has happened.
You worried your insurance is going to cover this or not?
Does it look like an all-out brawl took place, or was it like...
Yes.
Okay.
And it's not only green blood here. There's also some red blood.
The green blood is Brosius's blood, right?
Are you insured for this?
The one thing that is positive in your mind is that it appears that the basement wasn't discovered.
I mean, yeah, I have the key, so even if it was, how are they gonna get in?
Right.
It's interesting.
I'm gonna...
The only safe space was my shack, because I just got that. Nobody knows about it yet.
I'm gonna bend down and I'm gonna put my finger in the green blood. Is it fresh or is it dried?
Oh, man.
It's fresh. Whatever happened here happened recently.
I'm gonna look at Kaji. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna look at Kaji. Fucking death. Like death glare. And I'm gonna look at Kaji. If they hurt him.
They've already hurt them. The blood's on the ground.
That's how it works.
It's very clear that James is not fucking... So, is that actually Kaji's response?
Kaji might be autistic.
Is that Kaji's response, Brian? Is that actually...
All right, the cat looks at the three of you, and you all feel a tingle in your spine. Oh, go on now.
I have to know it. Would you like a minute to retcon that, bro?
No.
Nope.
As he's saying, yeah, I get it. But first things first, we need to figure out what happened here and then find him.
Okay.
The cat looks at you all and you feel a tingle in your spine as you hear its voice in your mind.
I punt the cat.
100 yards.
Yep.
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Cats don't talk. But I found a nice workaround.
You still creep me out, Nightmare.
A shame about the big guy.
You actually do talk in the real world.
It's not talking out loud.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Hold on. The cat is. Did it just really snidely say "shame about the big guy"? Was that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna try and step on this thing's tail and hold it there.
Oh, okay.
War shoots his rifle from across the city.
Yeah, right. What are you talking about? War's on the top of the skyscraper, aiming at this thing the whole time.
I'm a stomp on this thing's tail.
It runs. Well, I mean, obviously you have to make your attempt, but you know.
Yeah. What kind of a roll is that?
That's a 10.
Unarmed attack.
Unarmed
attack.
Unarmed attack. Okay.
Yeah.
First blood on the cat. Here we go.
I'm assuming this thing's AC won't clear a 22.
It won't. You have stepped on its tail. It yowls in pain.
Making friends.
As I do that, I'm going to say, "What do you know, you stupid feline?"
Damn, that's even fucked for war.
It hisses at you, and why should I tell you? And you all hear that.
I take my hammer and hover over it, and I'm like, because if you don't, you'll be what Kaji cooks next.
If you kill him, you don't get information out of him. Just saying.
Anyhow, what Johan probably said might have just been a mistake.
I don't know who took him, but I have ways of finding out. All the cats in this city work for me now.
Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. Then you can give us a very simple solution to finding those bombs. Ambrosius.
Just give me a day.
I'm going to step off the thing's tail, and I'm going to say, "You have 10 hours, or I'll hunt you down, and you'll become my next lo mein dish."
Ugh, I would never put cat in lo mein. The noodles don't mix with that.
Just thinking, like, he's thinking about cat. I look at my cat ears, I'm just like, oh god, I'd better not be the next one to be eaten.
Right,
And Sev, you'd be too gamey.
I mean,
he's running out the door.
I am going to point out that to both Ansev and very uncharacteristic. I don't know if you guys like aggression, like anger is not the answer.
I mean, Ansev's still beating it up, so he's just like, yeah.
Ansev doesn't care. Got it.
Ansev's just breathing badly. He just
good to know James made such a lasting impression on Oz. Stay to see how it is.
Anyway, he's like, either way, we know something.
There's a knocking on the door at the gym.
Isn't the gym burned down?
Well,
no, it's been smashed up a little bit, but it's not burned down.
Oh, okay.
There is one thing to
like
keep
the
I'm gonna. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna calmly sort of collect myself, put on smile, big business smile, walk to the door.
Before you answer that door,
you're actually closed for the day. So.
Sorry, I just heard a lot of noise. I thought I would check and see if everybody was okay.
Yes, we just had a little scuffle with an unhappy customer. You know how customer service works, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. And the neighbor fucks off.
And then I'm gonna turn to the group. My smile is gonna turn back into a giant grimace. Like, that cat better.
Either way, we know something now. It seems like they're not just doing this
they're targeting the solo people.
But they're more specifically, they're targeting us, like a vendetta against us. Seems like. One by one. First Brosius alone. Me alone. Who's the... he's trying to think.
There's a good chance they won't go after you again, Ansev, then. But still.
As far as we can tell, they finished you.
Yeah. Anyway. They didn't seem to not... At least they didn't take me out. I think Brosius should be able to handle a bit of beating. He doesn't die that easily.
There's one thing Brosius is not a quitter, so.
Either way.
Let's you probably need to be with people. Would I know of the spirit people if they'd be able to house him?
Yeah, if you get him to Tazale's hut, that should be absolutely safe because he's the strongest caster in the city.
I think that would be my next option. And I'll look to James being like, I know someone who could look after Ansev.
I mean, I guess you could also try to go to some other head honcho of any kind and ask for protection, but I don't know if that's any better. This might be the best choice. Yeah.
So James is gonna explain that. And he doesn't care that big there now or anything. He's gonna explain that he thinks so. Essentially the secret into the basement of both of his gyms was specially designed. He put the utmost money and contractors he could find in order to make sure that if you don't have a key, you're not getting in. So it may not have, a powerful mage behind the door, but if you want a place that no one's getting into, that you don't want in there, it's the safest place in the town.
The choice is yours, Ansev, then.
Do you want to go into the secret basement of the gym, or go to Tazale, who will presumably protect you?
Alright, so to understand this, let me do an investigation check for any signs of them somehow maybe spotting. Obviously they can't get in, but any signs of people knowing about this secret place from the location around me. Can I do like an investigation check?
Well,
sure. Just make a roll.
You said that they haven't found, like there was, it seemed to be undisturbed, right? My secret base.
Yeah. Yes.
So therefore, even the guys I'm talking to about it right now probably wouldn't see it because it's not like it's just a door chilling with a lock on it.
Right. So make your roll.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a 27.
All right. Here's your information. The risk factor is Brosius. If he's in their custody, maybe they have a way of getting the information out of him.
That's a good point.
But presumably they didn't find it without doing some sort of interrogation anyway.
Gotcha. And there's only one key, right? Or is there two keys?
Correct.
Okay.
There's one key. Ansev is holding it.
Okay.
And the only other way to get in would be to attempt to blow through.
Yeah.
The door, which isn't happening.
Okay.
It's not by
so
usual
I'm gonna
means.
do one comparison left then, just to validate this. I need to compare it to the blasting of them accessing the Master Blaster, and see if they would be capable of doing the same thing here. If they're capable of doing the same thing.
Okay, from what Master Blaster, limited information that you had heard about his weapon,
Yeah.
It would be capable of destroying any defense that anyone knows how to build.
Okay. I relay this information.
If there was something that was going to resist it, it's not technology that is available here.
Gotcha. Oh, man.
Let me ask. I do have to clarify now. Does that also include the adamantine that we brought from another world?
Not necessarily. If that could possibly be made into something that it would be hard to say whether it could destroy.
Right.
But
okay.
it can definitely destroy anything that
the door's not
normal
made out
people
of that.
can
I was
make.
just curious.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
future.
As much as I would basically appreciate the situation right there, looking at the concerns and basically relaying this information about the comparison of how the Master Blaster Vault was destroyed, and then, coming to this conclusion, there is a lot of risk factors here. Knowing Brosius, you can trust Brosius to maybe keep his word down. The only thing would be if he can get charmed somehow. And that is what the biggest fear that Ansef feels like could cause the situation to go bad on his end right there. Because of this, he would basically look at the situation and go with probably the Tizale right there.
Okay.
No, that makes sense.
And for sake of time, it could be along the lines of, hey, so all this stuff is happening in the city. Be on high alert. Can you look after my wounded friend?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. With how long y'all took, Ward just found all the bombs already.
So War's Crow has returned. Okay. We're doing the War group now. War, Bam Bam, and Crow. Okay. So the Crow will have returned, but let's just say you had like a half hour before that if you wanted to do anything or move anywhere.
Oh.
Did you start your investigation doing something?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know where I'd start, but I guess. Okay. Right. So you said half an hour before the Crow shows up.
Actually, here's what you do. Here's what I think you can do. You figure out how to work this thing, this watch that detects all source energy. Okay. Right. So, the way you figure it out is you kind of, who do you want to trust to figure it out with? Because the way that they can figure it out is you have all source energy, War. Okay. So all they have to do is walk away from you and point it at you, and you can figure out how long the effective range of this thing is.
I suppose I would do it with Bam Bam.
All right, Bam Bam, you're being given the all-source detecting watch.
What is that over there, War?
It's a trinket from our friend Ansef.
Interesting.
I hold a dangling rat.
Do me a favor here, Bam Bam. I would like you to continue to walk away from till does something different.
I move with like unnerving speed away from you.
All right.
War to probably move faster.
When you get 300 feet away from War, it stops working. It stops lighting up.
300 feet. Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Hey guys, I don't want to interrupt, but I'm going to interrupt. Nate has just informed me that today is 20, so happy Weed Day. Before I forget. Anyway, carry on.
Oh yeah.
What is today?
420.
Happy 420.
Oh.
My vape shop gave me a free vape when I bought my other vape.
We'll have to sort this out later.
Yeah. Okay, so you figured out that the range on the all-source detector is 300 feet. Okay.
I come back moments later.
Or will hold his hand out, in for the watch.
I drop it into his hand.
Interesting.
Okay.
Or we'll don the watch back on, and I guess let's see. Okay, so where is like the festival mainly going to be in the city? Like, what is some of the
Okay, so the festival grounds are just east of the northern outskirts up here. I'll just draw something there. Let's draw a triangle.
Oh, I see.
Okay. And they continue down this way too. Okay.
Alright, so War is gonna kind of head towards that direction.
So the crow returns to you. Okay.
Alright.
Like, ha! Found the fireworks. North of the old building on the hill. Okay, so our fireworks are launching from here.
Alright, so War will adjust course to go there. And, give some treats again to little Craw here.
Alright.
Where's Mongol Servitor? Is that thing still?
Oh my
still
god,
vibing?
how do you get it back? How do you get it back?
Oh man.
Where did you leave it?
Send the crow to go find it.
Well, I guess I'm sending the crow to go find it. It's not like super dumb, is it? I thought it was going to be intelligent.
Well, it's not dumb. It just, it doesn't know when to stop.
Jesus Christ.
Even when it finds it tries to find another one.
It's off scaring children somewhere.
Do you know where the bombs are? Do you know where the bombs are?
That's what I can imagine. It's just so funny to me.
I'm imagining it going through the fucking the poverty district there, and just all of those poor children just. Do you know where the bombs are? Do you know where the bombs are?
The alarms.
Do you know where the bombs are?
On today's
send the crow
news,
to
a
find
floating head is going around asking about bombs.
I'll have to tweak his programming. So anyways, we're going to be heading off towards where the fireworks are planning.
Okay, great. So we're going to head out this gate here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this tunnel under this old pyramid, okay, that they built, you don't even know when, really.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot.
And that's the gate to the north exit.
Real quick.
Yes.
The entire time I was walking, I'm going to be keeping my eye on this watch. Mm-hmm. Do I see, like, any changes or anything?
Oh, yes. As you enter the Eastern Trade District, you notice that there is a change. It has increased in its intensity.
Alright, so I'll alert Crove and Bam Bam to the increased activity of,
So in this area, we have the town council building, the food carts and open air market, large housing buildings for middle class people, a variety of shops, the gate and its pyramid. Yeah, that's pretty much
I ask Ward to describe what he means by this. Like, what does this mean? Like, trying to understand like how this.
My understanding, this watch will help us locate the bombs due to increased activity. Something of that nature of violent explosive force is nearby.
Interesting.
We're playing a nice game of hot and cold.
It must be some new form element. I never recall. My body has many different type of, ingredients to do.
I turned to Crow. I was like, "Don't speak."
the fact that he inferred someone's body as ingredients is that's telling. That's very telling.
Yeah.
Rugs off this man's comments.
All right. So
For the time.
pretty soon, Craw the Crow returns and is carrying the head.
Thank you.
He was in the park.
Oh, do you mean the children's park?
Yeah, the playground with all the children in it.
I desire to hear no more, Craw, but I appreciate you doing your work.
Weirdly, there were very few kids around, only cats.
So,
and also you see while you're like walking around, you see like, dozens of cats like moving in little formations around the town. Now.
War shoots all of his guns on accident.
Can James like a cat? Can he get a cat spy network for his business? That's my next goal. I think that's James.
Maybe if you're nicer to the cat, maybe.
Rulers can rule out of fear.
Would it
I
be
guess.
possible for War to
work for me or be my Chinese food?
Would it be possible for War to try and upload this source sensing program to the Uncle?
To Uncle Koro?
Yeah, the servitor.
Not something you could do right here, right now. It might be something under significant work could be done.
Right.
Yeah, it's not.
So for the time being, we'll forego that.
Yeah.
So my two big things that I want to check out is the council building and the stall. And I'm thinking the stall.
Right.
It makes sense.
So War's gonna go peep the stalls area.
All
Or
right.
like the main sales area. So it's gonna be.
Will follow.
Okay. By the way, all right. So the market, there is, lots of foot traffic in this area. There's, 24 stalls set up for food that serve all the busy people coming and going through here. And, they're especially around lunchtime, and we'll say this is lunchtime, the lines can get quite long, So there could be 500 people around here, easy.
Okay.
There are some tables for food, some trash cans.
So my plan is to kind of just walk from stall to stall, place to place, seeing if this reacts in any particular direction.
Right. Okay.
And if people get into War's way, like he will plow through them.
Yeah.
Like he will literally pop his energy shield out and just shield bash.
Okay, make a perception check for helping you triangulate this. I
was just doing hot and cold, but I can do that. Perception. That's a 16.
Okay. The signature. It doesn't appear to be in the stalls.
All right. Well, with that, I will go back to the council house.
Okay.
Yeah, Grove Falls.
All right, you appear to believe it's hotter over here.
Okay. So war's gonna start from the top down, and grapple hook up, and then he'll let the grapple hook down for the others to climb up on.
While he's in that, I'll do from bottom to top. I can't get to the full top, but
Bam Bam's already up there with you, climbed up the wall.
Yeah, he's leaping up the walls and climbing straight up with his claws.
Alright. So essentially, it's literally just taking this shit grid by grid, walking from one corner to the next corner, to the next corner, to the next corner, and if no reaction, then he'll like move down and slip in through a window.
Okay.
you just see war going around everywhere. I can see it.
I can't make you out, Chuck.
Oh, I just
It says he can measure war.
I can just imagine
Alright.
war coming in and out, just like.
You, after considerable searching, and during this time, everybody got to. I think you were going to the Zale's hut, right?
That's where they were going. Yes.
That they will have gotten there. Okay.
Yep.
And then we're going to come back to you guys in a second. But first, I will say, after considerable searching, it seems like the hottest read you're getting might be in the council chamber itself.
Oh boy.
So we'll be hanging outside the door until we're back.
We're cutting over to the other people. Yep.
I'm gonna head to the restroom real quick, so I'll be back.
Yeah. All right. As you approach, you see Tazale's great ape servant spirit standing there, and she's standing on the cliffside over the river looking at you. Ah, you have returned, Kaji, and you've brought more guests.
Unfortunately, there isn't pleasantries at the moment.
What's going on? He looks hurt. Is that
Very
it?
much so. And also the creator of a fun new toy.
What?
You're familiar with all source powers?
I've heard them spoken of, but I am not so familiar with them.
Am I able to show, like, I know it's without actually using it, like, show a favorite?
I remember she was able to sense it. I do remember that. Yes, so she doesn't have the ability, but she can sense it. Yes.
Well, this all-powerful was merged with some explosives. And we're currently on the hunt for this. However, they're targeting my group specifically, the ones that I've been adventuring with one by one. And
I see.
This one was hit first.
Well, I'll give him shelter and all the protection I can muster.
Try to keep yourself and who you can safe. Be on high alert until this gets over.
Very few dare to venture into these woods surrounding my house. So.
Yeah, it doesn't mean there isn't anyone stupid enough to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thanks, everyone.
May the spirits walk with you, Kaji.
Gulshan, Urbek, and you as well.
Okay. And Ansev is safely tucked away. All right. I think we're coming to the end of the session here.
Just about. Is there any way for us to meet up? Try to use the radio.
Let's...
Hey, Ansev's dropped off. Where you guys at?
And then the explosion happens.
Let's say at this point in time, they are searching. We are gonna give them the first chance to get into the council chamber without you guys, but we'll say that you're well on your way back when they're doing that. Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay.
I kind of think I should save like the council room and potential bomb for the next session as a really nice cliffhanger.
Yeah, don't open that door.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, let's not open that door. We'll do that next time. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Yep.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-bum.